1979 Ford P100. Cortina pickup, P100, whichever way you like it. South African import, this one. The paperwork, we've got the Nova number here, so that's with us. The owner has applied the DVLA, but we have got the Nova number, so bear that one in mind. So all duties paid and stuff like that, Nova number's here with us. 3 litre V6, this one, in white. Bodyweight wise, going to start off the bonnet, work our way around onto the interior, and then we'll go for a cold engine startup. Nice and straight up the bonnet itself. No big dings or dents. I think there's a slight colour discrepancy on the middle of the bonnet there. I'm just having a look for an edge. And a little bit of a colour discrepancy in the middle of the bonnet. It's what looks like a stripe, if I'm in all fairness. But apart from that, lovely and straight, no big dings, no big dents. There's a few little bits of moisture underneath the paint there, a little bit of osmosis in the paint on the left-hand side. But again, your nose has got to be touching it to notice it. Around the bottom of the windscreen looks to be all nice and tidy. With it being white, you'd notice any rust from a mile away. Nice and straight across the headlights and across the front end there. Chrome bumper seems to be a nice order as well. Coming around onto the right hand side front wing, we've got a touching at the front of the wing there. It is a works truck at the end of the day, especially in South Africa. These are still used every day. As you come around the front wheel arch there, no corrosion coming through. They're always nice and solid, no rust there at all. Weather wheels as well, nice wheels all the way around, but no corrosion at all on that front wheel arch of that. So you cut the touchings, but that's all to worry about on the wing there. Coming down that driver's side on the top of the scuttle, it's got a bit of a crack in the paint there, and that is on the right hand side bottom corner. And a few little touchings up the pillar as you come up onto the roof, where you'll see we've got a nasty sort of dent touching scratch there. That's on the right hand side just above the driver's door on the flat part of the roof. The rest of the door seems to be nice and tidy, no big dings or dents, no big heavy scratches, scuffs, scrapes. Across the bottom half, a little bit of paint flake where your boot catches or your shoe catches are still, and no major rot, and a little bit of paint flake towards the back there. Like I say, they've been a South African import and normally fairly nice and dry. A little bit of paint flake at the back of the cab there, but nice and straight as we come back onto the pickup bed. Lovely and straight for a pickup, this one down this right hand side. No big dings or dents, no nasty marks around the fuel filler cap, and more importantly, no corrosion coming through on the arch of the paint side of things. Nice and tidy across that whole wheel arch there. Working our way to the back of the tub there, all nice and straight. 1 or 2 little stone chips down that rear quarter, but that's all we need to whinge about. The bed has been wrapped and there's a little bit of paint flake there. It's obviously had a top on it. At some point, they could do with a fresh coat of paint in the bed itself. You'll see some paint flake there. Down the rear quarter to the side, a few little marks here, a little bit of a dent on the back panel there. Had a little bit of a touch in with some work on the bottom of the tailgate on the right hand side. Across the tailgate, nice and straight on the left hand side there, a few little bits of paint flakes and a few little touches in across the actual tailgate itself, but no big dings or dents once again. Tow bar fitment there, where the tow bar is in the back of the bed there. Coming round to the left hand side, looking straight down this quarter once again, a few little scratches on the side panel there, the odd little dent on that back panel. Coming down the tub itself again, lovely straight down that left hand side and onto that wheel arch there. We've got a little bit of stone chip surface rust starting on the bottom of the arch, but it hasn't made its way around onto the actual arch itself. The paint side of things is all nice and shiny and nice and white down that whole left hand side rear tub with 1 or 2 little stone chips, but that's all I can really complain about down there. Across the lower half of the sill section, all nice and white again, no nasty black stone guard lines. A little bit of paint flake surface starting at the back there, and another bleb on the bottom of the door. Coming up the tub itself, this must have had a roof rack. It's got the same mark here. You can see a sort of haze across the roof there. I think it must have had a roof rack on at some point. Nice and tidy down that left-hand side door, working forward onto the front wheel arch and wing. And again, nice and straight around the arch itself. With no rust coming through once again on the arch itself, lovely and tidy across the whole wing top there with 1 or 2 little marks across the top itself. Into the interior now, that lovely bench seat. Door guard itself, nice and tidy, needs some new clips across the bottom, it's blowing out a little bit. Bed seats in lovely condition there, very, very comfy all the way across. Dashboard's nice and crack-free across the dashboard there. All the dials nice and clear and easy to read, no complaints with that at all. We're going to come round onto the left-hand side. The doors are a little bit stiff, I'll show you when you open the door. I'll just show you once I've been inside here. Nice and tidy on the left-hand side, a little bit of stain on the bottom half there, but no rips or tears, no cigarette burns or anything like nasty like that. Carpet that's lovely and tidy as well. When you open the door, it sort of has another, like, it's a bit stiff. You've got to pull it quite hard to open the door, so that's on both of them. Onto the interior now, engine bay, sorry. All nice and tidy in there. 3 litre Ford V6 this one. James is going to fire it into life for us now. Once he finds the right key. No complaints to that, firing straight into life there. No nasty noises, rattles, bangs, anything like that from that there. Take it over nice and happy. And there you have it, the Ford P100 pickup 3 litre V6 South African import with a Nova number. Like I say, the documents have been sent off to the dealer there. We're hoping they're going to come back in time before the auction. If not, we'll be standing up with the Nova.